What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Hopefully you know who I am at this rate. If not, and you're jumping in at week 7, you don't know who I am. That would be really funny. Oh my goodness. Why is this all confused? My name is Matt. I'm your coach of the New England Roggenrola, and this is week 8 of the VDL. I wish I wasn't on this Pokemon because I wanted to surprise you guys with the set, but I'm not going to change it in post because I am lazy. So just don't look. So this is week 7 of the VDL. Did I say PUDL? I meant to say VDL. I don't remember what I did say. This is week 7. We are going in and playing the homie, Arch, and the Towering Titans. We currently sit in 4th position, which is fantastic, at 4-2. Now, there is like 8 teams or something like that at 4-2. It's ridiculous. Maybe there's like 6 or 7. There's a lot. But I have the best differential of them all, which is nice. Really, a 5-0 last week really helped with that. But we are still 4-2, so 4 wins, 2 losses. I'm happy with that, but isn't perfect. We're playing Arch, who is 3-3, but is a very scary team. So let's talk about it. So starting off Torrentee. I love this Pokemon as a Pokemon. I don't think it's very good anymore. I think it has. Let's see what microphone is on, by the way. Yeah, it is the right one. This Pokemon is used to be great. I just think it struggles a little bit in Paldea Dex, but it's still very good. It's very fast. It has it can be knockoff taunt U-turn stuff. It can also be super fast nasty plot offense. It can run bulk. It can run physically offensive. It can run specially offensive. It is just a great Pokemon with regen. It's able to stay alive for a long time. And speaking of regen, he has a little bit of regen core with Slowking Geller next to it as well. Super specially defensive, but can run Fizz Def when you need to. Not great stats, but a really solid defensive typing. And with moves, I wouldn't be surprised to see it Assault Vest this week with Side Shock, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Ice Beam type of vibe. But otherwise, it's Chilly Reception Regenerator, which is really scary. And Chilly Reception goes great with, we're going to skip a couple Pokemon, with his Kyurem. And Kyurem's very, very scary into us this week. That's a really threatening Pokemon. Ice Stab into us is really strong, especially with access to Freeze Dry. So Prim would look like a theoretical great Kyurem check, but does not want to take Freeze Dries. So we have very little that can take Dual Stab from Kyurem. But really the scariest Pokemon on this team I think this week is going to be the Quackle. Even though Quack doesn't have an incredible matchup into us, it actually has a pretty bad matchup into us. It can deal with Iron Treads, yes, but once Hydreigon Terras, Hydreigon Prim, Dio, Indeedee, Thundy, Toxapex, and Drifblim can all deal with it if they need to. The problem this is annoying is this is kind of the only thing that does beat Hydreigon with Terra this week still. So if we're able to get rid of Quack early, that would be huge. But it does have potential to snowball very quickly with Moxie Aqua Step. Scissor is really, really annoying for us to beat this week as well. If it just runs bulky offense, that's not an easy set to deal with. And then Terra Captain Crook. Crook is weird this week. Arch does not like Psy Spam. Does not like Indeedee DEOXYS. His only checks to it are Scizor, with DEOXYS getting Fire Punch and Indeedee setting up Psychic Terrain for Bullet Punch. So it hates Psy Spam. So the only check to it realistically is Scizor. Nope, it's Crook. And Crook's a Terra Captain, so we want the Terra out of it. I could very realistically see him going Terra Dark Crocodile, and that would be annoying, yes, but I think I can deal with Terra Dark Crook pretty comfortably here. Regieleki, I would be surprised if it came. It is a very fast electric type, and it does outspeed DEOXYS speed, so that's good to know. Mimikyu, I almost definitely think is coming. Even though I do have Psychic Terrain, and Indeedee's a pretty good check to it, I don't want to take Play Roughs with that mon. And Swords Dance, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, or Defensive Willow with Citrus, both seem really, really good to me. I do not expect the Dunsparce to come, but it has merit and it has value. It's got a lot of HP, it can be pretty bulky, and can hit pretty hard with Boom Burst or Hyper Drill or whatever. And the Crocodile, I would be shocked, absolutely shocked if it came, but it's a decent physically defensive EV-Light user. So it can run Speed F EVs and max HP, and it's pretty hard to break down. Because it still has 90 base special attack. Does it get Torch Song? I don't think it gets Torch Song. No. But it does get Flamethrower, so that hurts. So actually, let me switch to a different page really quick. This one? Nope. This one. So when it comes to support moves. He has a lot of really good hazard removers. Scissor with default, Quacklevolve, Rapid Spin, Reggie I like it with Rapid Spin, especially because I don't want to bring Drifloon as my ghost type into a Quacklevolve with Knock and Ice Spinner or Electric type Reggie. But hazard setting is very weak for him. It's only the Dunsparce and Crook Stealth Rocks or T-Spikes from Galarian Slowking. And I think this could be a game that Toxapex could show up to in theory. So I wouldn't be too surprised if he decides not to bring T-Spikes. He does often bring Defensive Crook with rocks, so I do think that's coming. But other than that, like, has like decent priority, but I do have terrain. He does have like 4 knockoff users and 4 good knockoff users, so that is something to know. But other than that, I feel like we kind of have the matchup, if I'm completely honest. So we're going to start it off with big Terra Captain Roxbury. He is rocking Terra Steel this week, 4 attacks. Nope, 3 attacks Nasty Plot with Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower. We are max HP because Terra Steel with Levitate can pretty much check every single Pokemon. The 2 things it cannot check are Crocolore, oddly enough, but if Crocolore is unaware, I'm ignoring the Draco Meteor drops, which is fantastic. And what's the other one? Oh, and Quacklevolve, which, as much as it doesn't naturally outspeed me, at +1 it does outspeed me, and I think I just straight up die to a close combat. I do. Close combat at Jolly does 105 to 124, so it always kills me. Now, we have enough speed EVs in Hydreigon to always be faster than max speed Quacklevolve, which is great. We are hitting 297, max speed Quack is 295. If it gets to +1, I do not outspeed it, so I cannot use this while Quacklevolve is still around after a Moxie Step realistically, but a Draco Meteor does do 75 to 89%, which I'm very okay if I just need to hurt this thing before Aqua Steps. I just don't want to trade Hydreigon for Quack if Hydreigon hasn't done stuff before. But Draco hits pretty much this entire team except for Mimikyu or like a Terra on Crook, but then Flash Cannon hits that realistically. And then if it is like Terra Steel Crook, I do have Flamethrower, but Flamethrower is also here to hit the Scizor, which is great. We have leftovers because I want that little bit of sweet HP. Next, another lefties mon. I cannot speak. This is a nightmare. We're rocking Fizdef Strawban. She is our Quacklevolve check. I think Roxbury wins when Quacklevolve isn't here. Theoretically, it's going to depend, but it does like so well, it's absurd. This is our way to beat Quacklevolve. Now, I don't particularly want to take like +2 Brave Birds. Like Brave Bird, if he's adamant and +2, is a 2-hit KO on us. So we do need to switch in as soon as we see it, and yeah, he can get like a flip turn off, but we're taking very little from any stab option that he wants to do, and even if it's knockoff, it means he's not clicking Swords Dance. And then Moonblast just drops him, like always. Even if he's Assault Vest, no bulk, I Oko. If it's Assault Vest, like max HP, I still have a chance to Oko him, so I will after Rocks, which we are bringing this week. Well, no, that's crazy, we're bringing Rocks. Jabrim's really good here, but also a Calm Mind setup sweeper with Moonblast Sparkle Honor feels really good. If I can get to +1 and it's like Fizdef Slowking, I don't 3-ko Sparkling Honor, but I do just under 50%, which is a really, really good number against him because it means we're gaining a lot as he regens. And like, yeah, Sludge Bomb hurts, but it only hurts if he is offensive. And then I'd be able to get 2 off of him because I'm EV'd to be always faster than Galarian Slowking and always slower than Scizor. The reason is I want to get slow flip turns on Scizor, but I also want him to get fast U-turns, which is great. And we do have flip turn, again, as that pivot option. Next, we're bringing Talladega, relatively similar set to last week, actually, with the Booster Energy attack. This feels really good again this week. We have enough speed. We're hitting 319. What does that do? Does that put us above max speed Crook? I believe that... Oh, that is 1 point slower than max speed Mimikyu. But it is one... Is that... Okay, so that's faster than max speed Kyurem, but it is slower than Mimikyu. I would be shocked if he runs max speed Mimikyu, so I'm okay with keeping these EVs. If he does and he has like Willow, friggin' well done, I guess. But like, yeah, because he's 96. But okay, so Hydreigon can outspeed max speed Mimikyu, so I don't think he tries to do that. But we have the booster attack. What that allows us to do is like 2-ko this entire team, pretty much. With Ironhead, we are 2-koing max HP. Torn T, we are O-koing. We're O-koing the Slowking. We are 2-koing the Quack. We are 2-koing like max HP Scizor. We are 2-koing the Kyurem with Ironhead. At like, I don't know how Quark Drive works. Would it change to a speed boost after Crook intimidates us? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. So against Crook, we are 2-koing if it's not defensive. If it's defensive, we're not. But if it's also not intimidate, we just nuke that guy. We kill the Reggie. We kill the Mimikyu after its ability's gone. We do a lot to the Dunsparce, and fun fact, I don't think Unaware ignores the boost from the Crocodile. So I enter to think feels really good, just dual stab offense here. We do obviously have Rapid Spin because I don't want to have Rocks up for a couple of my Pokemon later in this game. So I will have to prioritize that. But his Ghost type is Mimikyu, which doesn't really want to deal with Iron Treads. Then we have Stealth Rock of our own. I really like being able to get Rocks up, like call it early to mid game. Just while Torn's still around. If it is heavy duty boost, we're going to learn that, but that means it can't be an offensive item, which is great. It's also going to really help chip down things like Kyurem if it's not Boots, which means it's not Scarf. It's going to definitely chip down Crocodile if it comes, because he's not running Boots, he'll run Eviolite. And it's going to force him into clicking Defog or Rapid Spin at some point, which is great. Next, we're bringing Iroh back. Big Blaziken hasn't been here in a minute, and we're bringing Blaziken with a really weird set, but I think it's really fun. The first 3 sets feel like were relatively standard, and now these are definitely here to be a little bit funky for sure. So we are Assault Vest, max HP, a lot of Spadef Blaziken. This acts as our Kyurem check. We do not have a Kyurem check. Now, this is not a Kyurem check while Rocks are up. But we really do not have a Kyurem check. This HP and special defense investment with the Assault Vest makes it so max modest Earth Power is never a 2-hit KO. If it is Specs, it is a 2-hit KO, so obviously I don't like to see that. But we do have enough speed to we actually don't. We don't outspeed no speed Kyurem, so we do need a speed boost to get Kyurem. So maybe that's something I should tweak, but I don't necessarily think so. But we're taking Kyurem hits, and then we're getting the speed boost next turn. As he switches out, I can click a Flame Charge. There's very, very little that wants to come in here, except for like Terra, Water, Crook. If it's Terra, Water, Crook, I don't super mind, because that means my Dio can hit it. And then we have Close Combat for the main offensive damage. That's the thing that's going to hit Kyurem the most, that hits Crook the most, that hits the Dunsparce and the Croc. We do have Flamethrower. Actually, yeah, so we have Special Flamethrower, even though we are a negative special attack nature. That is so we can guarantee a kill on the Scizor. He does need to be max HP and Assault Vest to have a chance to live it, and even then it doesn't, but it does just do more than Flare Blitz. And then we have Brave Bird. Brave Bird allows us to hit the Quack Revolt. If we can get in and get to a +1 boost against the Quack somehow, Brave Bird does 80 to 95%, which is really cool. This is a very nice Quack check if he thinks he can bring it in as a defensive check. I click a Flame Charge to get a speed boost, and then I'm nuking him with Brave Bird, which is really cool. Next, we got Big Thundy. We got Georgie. This is our lead this week. Prankster, Thundurus with Prankster T-Wave, which feels very, very good in this team. Nothing really wants to take that. It can be the Regieleki, but I do get nice Volt Switches on him because I am max HP this week. I'm relatively bulky. It is like neutral, and it's going to hit kind of hard, but I can get a pretty free Volt Switch. Screens Reggie is something I did not prep for. That might be an absolute problem if it screens Regieleki. Maybe that's something I need to consider real fast. I'll consider that after. That might be a huge problem, actually. But T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Focus Blast, T-Wave, spreading paras is really nice. Even if he wants to go into the Slowking to take a para, I'm okay if that dude paras itself and can't move. And then we have Focus Blast for the Crook. Kind of the hope with this set is I can lead it and get a T-Wave off, but I can also bait the Crocodile in. If he is Terra Dark, he can't switch in and then take a Focus Blast. I am kind of risking hitting a Focus Blast, but I'm okay with that this early. And then if he isn't Terra Dark, I can kind of force him into his Terra, and then my next set can win from there pretty much. And then just T-Bolt for damage. And then we got Big Dio Gumby. This is the win con this week, if I'm able to set up. If Roxbury and Iroh and Georgie can't make it happen. And actually, if everything else can't make it happen, this is very offensive. This is our win con. I do kind of need Scissor alive, but this is really good into any of his physical attackers. So we are pretty much max HP, a little bit of speed. I believe what that does is it guarantees puts us above +1 Quack. It puts us at 443, which is always faster than +1 speed Quack Ball. So it's faster than Scarf and it's faster than Aqua Step Boosted, which is great. And we have Stored Power, Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Recover. Stored Power hits this team for ridiculous damage, except for the Terra Dark Crook, because on the Scissor, we are able to click an Iron Defense, and I can get the Weakness Policy boost from his own Adamant U-turn, which is awesome. I can get the Iron Defense up. Now I have boosted special attack and Stored Power turned. If I can get a Calm Mind up and use Recover to keep me up, dude, there is nothing he can do to break me, which is fantastic. Now, if it's Terra Dark Crook, that is very difficult, but I just need to deal with that early on. With that, I'm going to go into my battle in like 2 minutes, so wish me luck. Peace out. Alright, we are here, guys. I have bad news. He's Terra Dark. I figured he might be. It makes sense against a Size Spam team. Not what I wanted to see, but I think I can still beat Terra Dark Crook. That is just scary, I guess. I thought Arch was searching me for, but he's not. He expected me to be Terra Steel. I did expect him to be Terra Dark. It makes sense against a Size Spam team. It means Dio literally can't hit him. So I have to get rid of Crook early. Alright, he's searching now. Good luck and fun, Arch. These are always good games. It is, at the end of the day, not the end of the world if we lose this game. I hope we can win it to pretty much guarantee playoffs. But it's always a good game. Either way with the homie. Cool. Okay, so what are we looking at? We see Torn, Gloking. Oh, wow, the Quack doesn't even come. That's awesome. Scissor, Kurum, Eliki. Okay, so no Mimikyu, no Dunsparce, no Croc. Okay, great. That's Choice Scarf. That's probably Assault Vest. This is probably Defensive Pivot. Okay. So we do still leave with Thundy here. And he uses Terra Dark, which is great, which means Thunderous Focus Blast hit him every time, which is fantastic. So his only check to Prankster T-Wave is oh, I guess it's also kind of Regieleki. But I can get a Volt Switch on Regieleki just fine. And seeing Eliki, I think he's going to be screened. So, So I dropped Flamethrower on Blaziken, and I put on Brick Break. So he leads the Crook, so fantastic. Speed. I go for a Focus Blast 100% of the time here. He is Intimidate, so that's very good to know. He's not Moxie. So let's just see if... Okay, Terra Dark... like Terra Dark Scarfed Adamant Knockoff doesn't kill us. But what about like Stone Edge? Stone Edge doesn't either. Nothing kills us in one hit here because of our HP EVs. And if he's banded, we'll be faster. We are faster than Adamant Crook. We're actually not faster than Timid Band Crook. That might be a problem. That's something that I don't like to see. But I don't think he wants to go Terra Dark just in case I go for T-Wave. And do I expect him to be Timid Band Crook? No. If he is, and I made a mistake. So that's obviously going to be a problem. But I think he's Scarf here. I mean, Jolly. So he is knockoff. So yes, we do live. Oh no! We missed the Focus Blast. Okay, I go for a T-Wave, but that is such Oh, I can't. He's a dark type. No. What's...
Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
Oh, man. I just made 2 mistakes back to back. The Focus Blast mist isn't on me, but I tried to T-Wave him, and he's a dark type, and I can't T-Wave a dark type because I prankster. So dumb. So stupid. My fault. He goes for another knock. I know he's Scarf Adamant now. Crook kills Thundy. Wow, that is, I kid you not, maybe one of the biggest misses of my life. So Thundy's dead. God, that's huge. And he is Choice Scarf. Now he's locked into knockoff, so I do think I like the Talladega here, if I'm completely honest. This guy isn't going to set rocks, so I don't think we need Rapid Spin. I won't die to a Scarf Adamant knockoff because I won't have an item. Wow, huge turn 1 miss for us, so we gotta claw back. I didn't really have a play, to be fair. Otherwise, like I didn't have a switch in. So I am booster attack now. And I think what I can do is Rapid Spin. I might even just knock off. No, yeah, well, actually, I think I do like the Rapid Spin. So at +1, I will be faster than him. I like the spin here, I think. Because he can't kill me. He's locked into knock. Even Earthquake doesn't kill me. And I want to get my rocks up, but getting a Rapid Spin does mean I'm going to be outspeeding things like Scarf Curum. I'm going to be outspeeding the Torn. I'll outspeed the Regiki, the Eliki. I don't think that matters too much. But this set can actually do a lot of work here with the +1 speed boost. And he's switching out, so I am getting a free speed boost and I stay at full. So what does he go into? He goes into Falcon. So that is the Eliki. I don't actually outspeed +1 Eliki, but I can go for a Rocks right now and start wasting Screen's turn. The Screen turns that I'm 90% sure he's going to put out. Oh, wow, that did so much damage. What the heck? 25, 50, 30. That's just 35%. Yeah, that's what a max. That's how much it does to a max HP. That's crazy, actually. But I do Rocks into a second. Yeah, I figured this is what he'd be. So Reflect is up. He can spin here, but it does stop him from clicking a light screen. So I can Rapid Spin again into an EQ, and it does stop light screen. I do think he's light clay. Oh, it just goes boom. I mean, that's not going to do a ton to us. Yeah, alright, cool. Eliki dies to boom. And rocks are up for this game, pretty much. He could go Scissor here and be like Defog. Behind Reflect, I don't do a ton, but I do 3-ko him. He goes back out into Plover. So that's back out into the Crook. And I am now at neutral. So I don't do a lot anymore. But I don't think he goes for a knockoff. I do think he goes for an Earthquake. How valuable do I think Talladega is now? Not. I think it's not valuable. So I can go for an Earthquake in him, but I also think I should just go for an Iron Head, maybe get a flinch. And see what he wants to do. Because he could just try and read me going for an, switching into the Hydreigon here, and I don't want to take knockoffs into that guy. Because I'd like to keep my lefties. We're definitely not out of this game, by any means. And there's only so many turns to Reflect left. So we got to keep an eye on that. So I go with the Iron Head. I could get a flinch. He goes for the CC, so he's close combat. Oh my god, and I live. That's crazy, actually. So he's knockoff close combat. Okay. We actually live that, which is... I don't really know how we did that. So he's at 25-30. So he's at 60% and -1 defense. I mean, I'll click an Earthquake here just to nuke this guy now. Yeah, sweet. Now it's down to 25%. Go for another CC. So Crook kills Dread. But he's at -2, -2. -2 defense, -2 special defense. And he is locked into close combat. So I have a very, very easy switch in to Prim here. Very easy switch into Prim here. Into a flip turn, I think is what I want to do. I think he keeps Crook around. So I do think he flips right now. But if he doesn't, how much trouble am I in? Not a ton, honestly. I think I go for a flip. If he stays in close combat just to die, and I switch, I can just double back into Prim. Like, yeah, I'm losing. Oh, he is also going to be -3 defense. So I do think I flip here. I think he keeps Crook alive. I don't think he sacks it. If he shows that he sacks it, good play, I guess. Yeah, so he does switch. So I do get the pivot. I do get the momentum. And he does go into the that guy. And I think this is honestly going to be Assault Vest. Oh, that did nothing. I guess it wasn't supposed to do anything. But this is a pretty free switch into Roxbury right now. It's a pretty free switch into Roxbury. I can go for a plot, but I don't really want to take a Scarf. Yeah, I can go for a plot, but I don't think I should right now. Do I Terra even? I think I do Terra. He could be Flamethrower. I think I Terra plot as he switches out. Because if he does go Crook, I will kill him, and then it will put me in a really good DEOXYS position. So, like, I don't think he goes Crook immediately on here. But he's very afraid of a Dark Pulse right now, which I don't have. So he stayed in. I wonder why. Maybe he's just clicking Chili. It makes me a little worried that he stayed in, but unless he's like Flamethrower, and even if he is Flamethrower, it's not doing too much. So I plot. He stays in. I'm hoping he just clicks Chili here. So he T-waves me. So that's fine. I don't super care about being paralyzed. Yeah, like, it's in theory annoying. Yeah. I think I just go for a Draco. I could also just Flash Cannon him. I could also just go for another nasty plot. How crazy is that decision? No, I don't need to do that. I think I Flash Cannon here to not lower my special attack by 2. I don't kill him. Guaranteed. If he's like max Spadef, I do 63 to 74, and I don't know his EVs enough to risk him being Spadef or not. There's a chance I kill him and he just hard switches here. But nothing really wants to take a Flash Cannon. Oh, and I couldn't move because I'm para, so a miss turn 1 into a para full para. I'm down to 205. So great. That's always fun. That's a bummer. How much did Flamethrower do? That did like 50%. He's got a little bit of... I guess I just go for a... I could just go for a Draco here. I think I Flash Cannon again. I think I keep my special attack. Wow. This is... We're getting a little bit unlucky here. Like a little bit, for sure. So we do hit one, which is nice. He's pretty Spadef. I think I could have killed him in theory, but he does go for a Chili. So we've seen Flamethrower, Thunderwave, Chili Reception, and then probably Future Sight is what I would venture. But he could very easily go Crook and go for a CC right now, which is a bummer. He could also go for a Knock. How much do I still value Hydreigon here is the question. I am paralyzed, so I'm not faster than anything. Man, missing that Focus Blast turn 1. Like, threw this game into an absolute loop. So it goes into the, yeah. It's just, what does he click here? And he's taking rocks, which are great to know. So I'm at 229. Oh, well, I'm going to be a little bit higher than 229, actually. I'm going to be at 253. So knockoff isn't necessarily guaranteed kill. Does he click CC, click knockoff? I think I don't want to find out. I think I want to click Flash Cannon. And maybe he clicks knockoff. Because I don't think he reads an EQ. If he reads an EQ, I'm in a good spot. Goes for the knock. I could live this. I could live this if he's adamant. I do! Yes! Okay, huge. Yes, Hydreigon! Okay, that's actually really big for me. Hydra kills Crook. Woo! That scared me a lot. Alright, well done, Hydra. Sweet. Crook being on is fantastic. Because now it means Dio can, I think, win here. If I can get it up in the right turns. I needed him to not be, like, choice banned. Scizor. But even if he is choice banned Scizor, I think I'm okay. So it goes into Scizor, and he is lower. So I do just click a flamethrower. No doubt in my mind. Goes for the bullet punch. Scizor kills Roxbury. Now, do I just go hard Dio here? And confuse the hell out of him? And click an Iron Defense. Let's see. If I go to +2/+2/+2, I'll Oko the Torn. I won't Oko the Slowking, but I'll get real close. Actually, I probably will. Yeah, I think I activate Dio. I think I activate Dio. He might be very confused by this decision. But I do just go for an Iron Defense. He might know what I'm doing here, to be fair. And if he goes straight into the Slowking, I do think I switch out on a Thunder Wave. He could be super confused. He could also be seeing a Fire Punch coming through and think I just need to save Blaziken for late game. Maybe this should have been the bit Blaziken play, but I do think this was the right call. Because what? Worst case, he doesn't U-turn and I get a free Iron Defense and I'm at full HP? I'm cool with that. And even if I do get parried, I'm going to have to decide. Go for a U-turn, please. Dude, go for a U-turn or a knock right now. Go for a U-turn or a knock right now. Go for the U-turn. Down to 151. Fantastic. So I'm +2/+2/+2 right now. And I'm faster than everything on the board. And at full if I can get back to full HP, I will guaranteed live a Draco Meteor at +2 from Kyurem, which is really nice. I just don't want to get crit. This guy's terrified. He's shaking in his boots right now. If he goes Torn, I attack. If he goes Slowking, I think I recover or I Calm Mind. I could still die to a Scizor, but I can also Iron Defense again. So it goes into Condor. What's this one? So that's the bird. What I think I do... Oh, okay. What I think I do is I click Recover. I think I click Recover on the bird. Well, actually, no. I think I just want to kill the bird. I just don't want him to get down to an HP where Bullet Punch kills me. But I think if I'm faster than him... Am I always faster than bird? I'm always faster than bird unless he's Scarf. I actually just think I go for Sword Power. This should kill. Unless he's Assault Vest. Nice! Yes! Dio kills Torn. And there's no more snow. I don't think he knows what to do right now. So that's the cue. That's okay. Back into the Scizor. I think I click a recover now on another U-turn. I could also click an Iron Defense, but I don't want to take a U-turn. I don't think I can take a U-turn into a Bullet Punch. I think I recover. And if he does U-turn, great. I can click Sword Power next turn. Go for the U-turn. Just don't crit me. Nice. 145. But did a little bit more the second time, but that's okay. If he goes into Curum, and he's, let's just say he's like Scarf. We don't have to be Scarf, Timid, Curum. Okay, but it's a Slowking that's in. I will go for a Stored Power then. And let's just kill these dudes. Because I think actually once I get rid of Slowking, I think Blaziken wins. Cool. Dio kills Slowking. I don't think he has a plan here. If he goes on the Scizor, I think he's banking on crits right now. But he's also taking rocks damage, and I think Blaziken can win out this game. So I'll click Recover again. For sure. No doubt in my mind I click Recover here. Goes for the knock. Nice. It's a really big play for us. So now I can Iron Defense and recover a second time. And Iron Defense guarantees I Oko Curum. And I don't, and I'll Oko Curum, or I'll Oko Scizor at where he's at. Okay, so I will just go for Stored Power now. So I kill Scizor at this range. He needs to go for Bullet Punch crit. And he does it. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're fine. He needs, again, he needs a Bullet Punch crit. And he doesn't get it. So Dio kills Scizor, which is sweet. Maybe I should have saved this set for playoffs, guys. And then I think he goes Curum and he's not faster than me and I kill him. And if he's Scarf, he's Scarf. And he could be Scarf, but I'm pretty sure I win with both of my other Pokemon if he is Scarf. So I click Stored Power now. And I kill. Yes! Dio kills Curum. And we win 3-0 against Arch. Huge. After getting unlucky this game and claiming a win, we are 5-3 on the season, my friends. Oh, you definitely can't hear me. We're 5-3 on the season. That 5-2. We could go 6-2. We do play Tom next week, first place, which is a little bit scary. But GG's Arch, obviously that one feels really, really good. And I think we're playoff bound. So I'll catch you guys next.